When it comes to your heart, when it comes to your walk with Christ, how honest are you as to how you are doing? Are you acutely aware of your walk, or do you just assume that your heart is right before Him? If our relationship with Jesus is an active one, we should be confident about our answer to these questions. But whether we have a consistent walk or whether we meet with God only occasionally, we should often open our hearts to God as we ask Him to search us and reveal the truth about our hearts. Psalm chapter 139, verses 23 and 24 reveals this prayer. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there's any offensive way in me and lead me in the way everlasting. At times, we need to pause, take a step back, and ask the Holy Spirit to search our hearts, to reveal what is truly there. In this psalm, David asked God to search his heart, to see if there is any offensive or wicked way in him. I believe that he asked this because sometimes we can fool ourselves or convince ourselves that things are fine even if they aren't. At times, we cannot adequately evaluate our walk because sin like pride or haughtiness, among other sins, are difficult to identify or admit to. That is why we need to humble ourselves before the Lord and allow Him to search our heart. He will reveal the truth if we ask Him. He can correct anything in our hearts that needs correcting, and He can lead us in the way everlasting. If you're dealing with something in your life that you'd like prayer for, I'd love to pray for you. Just email your request to writecmv@hotmail.com and put the words prayer request in the subject line, and I promise to be in prayer for you. When was the last time you asked the Holy Spirit to search your heart? When was the last time you were willing to evaluate the course you are on? On our own, we can't always get a clear picture as to where we are. Though we may try, we might unintentionally deceive ourselves. For me, it's kind of like when I try to write a book or work on a video project. I can get so close to the material that it is difficult to identify any flaws and mistakes, which is why it is wise to let someone who isn't close to it help you see any flaws. Likewise, the Holy Spirit can search our hearts and identify any hidden flaws or sins that we can't see ourselves. I encourage you to ask the Spirit to search your heart. Ask Him to see if there is any offensive or wicked way in you so that He may lead you in the way everlasting.